see a coffee maker project. So it's not like we will be writing everything. I will be explaining how we have written. So we have some documentation around it. So let me share the screen. Mm. So, so generally this is the coffee machine project requirements. So it's like we have to prompt the user by asking what would you like they want espresso, latte or cappuccino. So depending on the user input, we need to give the user that dispensed drink, whatever user select. So it's not like every time it will be coffee machine will be on, right? So we need to off the coffee machine. So it's like when the coffee machine we give the input as off, so it should be off. Like our program execution should stop. So and again it's like when we print a report, when the ask user to give the report, so the coffee machine should return us the report, both what are the ingredients left and what is the money already in the machine. So when the coffee was sold, so there will be we need to refill, right? There won't be any, every time there won't be all the ingredients. So if user has selected, so then depending on the formula we have given, it should say all the resources are not there, so we have to display that message that this is not available. So it will be useful for the maintenance people as well. So even because we need to dispense the coins, we need to take the money. So and depending on the uh, monies. So as of now, this they have given like quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies. So all these are US currencies. So we can convert into our Indian currency as well. So for now, we will be using this only. And then this calculate like for example, depending on how much they enter, so we have to give that, we have to get that uh, calculation. So once user has entered enough money, then we will be calculating what we need to deduct, and we will be dispensing all that. Like we have to display the change what you will be getting. So it's like after this, after purchasing, after this. So it's like at the first before if no one has taken any coffee, then at that first time it should be like this. So the money is zero and all the ingredients like water is having 200 ml, milk will be having 200 ml and coffee is like 100 grams coffee is there. So finally if everything goes wrong, the transaction is successful, then we will be, yeah, something like here is our latte or cappuccino or espresso. So these are the requirements. So it's like so they have given this. So let me go to the code. So here I say, so I have written the logic here. So so in this project, so everything is like we will be giving this, all these files are already written. So we will be using like a modules. So it's like we will be importing all this class objects or the methods, and we will be using this method. So the documentation of this also given. So if you see like this, so in the menu item class, So it's like menu.py. These are the attributes. So we have already talked. Name is the attribute, cost is the attribute, and ingredients is the attribute. So in in that menu class, so we will different methods like get items is one method. So what it is saying, it returns all the names of the available menu in the concatenated string. Like find drink, if user has entered in this, then we have to find whether user entered the correct drink or not. Otherwise, will be showing it's like it doesn't exist. So now, now again coffee maker class. So again in coffee maker class there will be report and resource sufficient. All these are methods. So it's like functions we can say if we have already written. So make coffee and again in money machine class it's like a report how much profit we earned, like the payment. So if we go one by one, just for our purpose, just I'm going to menu item, and here we are defining the constructor method. So whenever this object created with this class, so it will call this method at first. So it's like name, water, milk, coffee, cost. So it's like ingredients. So ingredients there will be what, like it's a dictionary we are giving. So name, cost, ingredients. So in this menu only we are giving like latte, espresso, cappuccino. So for latte we need 100 ml of water, and for and in 200 ml we will need 150 ml of milk, and coffee is like 24 grams, and cost is like $2.5. Similarly for espresso it's like 50 ml milk. There won't be any milk in espresso, and coffee is like 18 grams, and cost is $1.5. So even the cappuccino is like 250 water, milk is 50, and coffee is 24 grams. So and the cost of cappuccino is three $3 you can say. So here there are two classes if you observe. So menu and menu item class, and menu class again we have get items. So it's like just we are returning all the available items, like all the menu, like from method. So if you say options equal to for item in self dot menu, we are actually calling this, and we are displaying in a. So even find drink, so we are just checking here depending on the selection. So from item dot menu, if item dot name, so it's like we will be providing that name if item dot name is equal to order name. So whatever user will take the order. Yeah. So even the find drinks. So it's like again, I meant to say. So if it is validated only, then we will be saying. Otherwise, we will be saying it is not available. So again, there is another machine class. So whatever they have given here, many machine class. So these are the methods. So currency is like dollars, so it's like variables we have written in capital, so this should not be changed in at any cost. So it's like declaring of private variables. So it's like a dollar and coin values will be like for quarter it is like 0.25 value and dimes is like 0.1 and nickel is 0.01 and pennies is 0.1. So again we are defining a constructor method. So at first the profit variable is 0 and money received variable will be 0. So now just we are defining a report method here money and just we are defining currency like a dollar and selected profit how much profit we are having. So generally it will be at starting it will be 0. So again the process of coins. So when user has input the coins we should write the function, right? We should how to calculate, the machine should know how to calculate that. So again we are doing for loop for coin self dot coin values. So it's like here coin values. So many received we are incrementing. So int, excuse me, one second. So again here we are incrementing it like depending on the value, how much coins. So depending on the input the user has given into the coin value, like how many. So if user has taken uh, 10 quarters, so it will be 10 into 0.25. So we are storing that into that many received, and then depending on the user selection of drink we will be calculating whether the many the many entered will be sufficient for the drink or not. So again it's like change. So it's like if self dot money received is greater than cost. So cost is the coffee maker, like in the menu if you see the cost is the variable we are defined. So if user has selected latte, the total coins they should give is the value of the coins all the should be greater than 2.5 or 2.5 equal to 2.5. Otherwise it will be says no, not enough money, and it will make the money received is 0 again. And here we are returning the boolean expressions like true, make payment is true. It's like if we received like more the money than the cost of the drink, then we are returning true. So similarly, that's not enough money. If there is no enough money, money refunded. So again, we are doing money received to 0 because once again, because once we receive the money, we will be considering it as profit, and then when we need to restart it from starting, right? So that's why we are doing money dot received equal to 0, and then once we do, we have to like call once coffee maker will have the resources. So then report is like how much resources are there. So if a resource not sufficient, so we are checking whether once user has taken one coffee, then if like one drink, maybe latte, espresso, what are the remaining resources are there or not. So it's like before that it will be checking this resource are sufficient, otherwise it will be here is your order like. So we will be minusing the resources from here like the starting resource will be 300, 200, 100. So from that we will be minusing the ingredients. So here we are decrementing. So it's like for item in order dot ingredients. So order, if we give order dot ingredients, so if I go back, ingredients will be this one. So water will be 200. So we will be minusing all this. So as of now we have not written any of this. So it's already given by the program. So it's like we are just using all the methods and we will be writing the main function, like the main flow. So it's like we have used square root function from math module. Similarly, we will be using all these methods and we will be writing the flow whatever the requirement is given. So it's like we will be asking user what would you like. So before that, just explaining. So up to here everything is given. So, so all these are already written. So just we are using for like a module type of mechanisms. So here even they have given the import statements also. So it's like from menu. So menu.py we are importing classes like menu and menu item. So all these two two classes we are importing. Similarly from coffee maker we are importing coffee maker class, and then from money machine we are importing money machine class. So now to use this we have to create objects, right? So we have to, for using these classes, so class is the blueprint, so we have to create an object. So it's like for many machine we will be creating many machine equal to many machine is the creation of objects. So to use all the methods we were creating all these three objects. So now if we go step by step, so we will be using this first, like we will be asking the user, so we will be giving choice. So we will be asking the user as once reset the prompt again reset the customer what. So it's like what would you like, so espresso latte or cappuccino. So what would you like, we can directly give the like that string also here, but we have already given from we have created menu object and we can get items. So it's like what are the on the menu, there is already the method which will get us all the items. So returns all the names of the available items on the menu. So it's like instead of we writing hard coding it, we will be calling this method. So it will be already it will be printed all the options. So again going back. So it's like turning off the prompt. So it's like we have to run it an infinite loop until unless user enters this uh, off command, the coffee machine should be on. entirely. So it's like until unless user has do something, it should run. So similar kind of scenarios we have already seen. In that scenarios, what we will be using, we will be using an while loop. So it's like we are defining one variable is on equal to true. It's like if coffee machine is on equal to true, so this loop will evaluate to true until unless this variable will change to false. So it's like if user has given off, then only this loop will end. So for example, we will so now Python. So now we got espresso latte. So just for us purpose, I'm checking. So for the two steps, first two steps, I'm giving latte. Now it's like this is not at written consider. I'm giving everything zero. So again, it's like that's not enough money and refund, and it again came back to this user until unless we give the off command, it will the cursor will blink all the time. So when I give the off command, so it come out of the loop and it the program got terminated. So this is like we have achieved these two steps. Now when user enters the report, enter should get this all this. So example, so if we go back again, so there will be in report in many machine also, and in coffee maker also there will be report how much resources are already. So it's like when user enters a prompt called uh, report, we should display both coffee maker and many machine project. So it's like again I am running. So now I am not giving anything, I am giving just report. So the report what we got, it's like 300 ml is there, 200 ml milk is there, coffee 100 grams is there, many is zero. So it's like the machine has just now started. So we have achieved this step also, report step. Now we have to check the user sufficient. So uh, all this, it's like we will be calling all this already written, but we just need to call the functions correctly. So it's like a report of, so we have given two conditions. So if user has entered any other conditions, so it's like three options, or if user has entered any other thing like just user has entered incorrect a word also, then the it should fail. So for that, it's like if user has entered which is not in the menu, the program should come out and it says the coffee machine should be on, but it says like it is incorrect input and we have to recheck again. Something like that message will display. So again, from this menu object, we will be calling find ring, and the choice is like this is the choice, the string object. So the find ring, if you go to that find ring menu, you have to go to menu. So find ring is like this is the parameter it will take. Order name is the input like choice what user has made. So until unless it satisfied this condition like it equal to, then only it will return the item. Like Otherwise, so in that loop, if there is no, so we will say sorry that is not available. So again going back. So now I will be checking this condition also. So now I just let. Okay, for item drink dot ingredients. Okay, here is our letter. So, okay, maybe we need to check. Okay, something to fix it. So it's like okay, it is going to. Yeah. Okay, if it is there, it is a returning item, but if it is not there, it is returning none type. And then what it is saying, so is attributes as none type. So when it is right, so it's like the drink what the user has selected. It's like drink is like it is returning a none type. That's why it's like saying the object has no attribute error. So maybe we need to use error type error function. So as of now, what it is doing, it is executing here, and then uh, this the drink variable is like if only and only if there is an item in the menu, we are returning that item. Otherwise, we are actually not returning. There is no issue. So then what it is doing, it is returning a none type. So that's why when drink equal to none, then it is giving us the error. Maybe we need to handle differently. Maybe it's like we will should not close. Okay, maybe we need to check this whether we need to where we need to keep inside else only we should keep, but maybe by giving try and else block we can find. So so before fixing this, just let us again go back once. So now after everything is successfully, then we have to check now resources are sufficient and the coins like whatever the user has inputted, all the money is sufficient or not. Now, now once user has like got the correct latte or a set of drink entered, Then we will be checking all the sufficient is uh, for that drink, all the resources are sufficient or not, and all that cost, whatever the money entered, is it greater than or equal to the cost of the drink or not. So here we are just getting the drink dot cost is like latte dot cost. So we will be getting it from a menu. So it's like latte dot cost. So here is resource sufficient. So if item in drink dot ingredients, so it's like drink is like our latte. So for every item, so we will be looping it, and resources is from here. So we will be checking if everything is greater than or not. So the resources should be greater than the this one. So if the ingredients required is less than the resources, so then it will be issue, right? So like we will be checking whether the ingredients item required is greater than the resource available. So then if this condition satisfied, we will be doing sorry there is no enough amount, and we are doing it as false. Can make coffee. So similarly it's like and condition we are giving. So here only if and only if this two conditions satisfied to true, then only we will be able to execute this coffee. Other sorry. Otherwise, it should again go back to the user saying, again we have to ask the user depending on the conditions we will be giving. So here, so it's string equal to none. So let's see. Just I'm just coming out of loop, and then I am again running it. Latte. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, so, yeah. So it's like if you see last time we have got the error, now we have fixed that error. So whenever user has entered incorrect, so it is saying sorry that item, and again it will be asking what would you like. So again, if it is latte, so then we will be asking users to input quarter. So make payment, it will give. So if we go back again, so make payment is like the what are the inputs the user will be asking, all that will be calculated. So in this, for make payment, we are actually calling this method process coins. So and then we'll be asking like in how many coins are there, like how many quarters you will be giving, similar kind of stuff we will be doing. So just I am giving 12, 10, 9, 2. So here is, so how many given, they have calculated and it is giving this change, and here is what it is. Now if I give the report now, now if you see here the money is like $2.5 are there already. So and but the water reduced, the milk reduced. So if we are ordering again cappuccino now, so it's like there is no enough water, because for cappuccino we need at least 200 ml of water. Now just I am switching off the machine. So it's like the object-oriented program is very efficient. So it's like we have achieved everything, all this. So we have reused everything, like all the this blueprints we actually reused. So depending on this, so you can change all this. So this is generally what we have written. You can try to write in your own way. I will be giving you the zip files, all the going to say all this. You just read it and try to write the complete that main.py in your own coding. So it's like maybe we have written 10 to 15 lines. So mostly we have used all the methods and which are already defined, and then we are doing the logics. Nothing else. So any questions? So it will be a little bit confusing. Just you can go through all this, then you can do it. So it's like we are calling all the methods again by creating the objects of that classes, and then we are using that methods to write the logics. So